Okay, let's get this thing going. Someone, Wayne Bowens just said, just had a quick peek here. Yeah, you see, this is me not having a clue what I'm doing when I'm starting the stream. And I started setting this up at like 7:30 and it's just after 8 o'clock now and I'm still not ready. As a matter of fact, the first thing I had to do was change that goddamn Disney poster. So I went in my son's bedroom and nicked his World of Warcraft Cataclysm one. So that's what that is there. I'm going to try and read the chat, but obviously there's some things I want to talk about first, and I am going to be doing, if I show you this here, I'm going to be doing some oil washing and stuff, so that's going to be fun. I've already been mucking around with that as well, and believe me, this whole room smells like a MOT garage or something, so. And I am live. How is everybody? Everybody all right? Had a lot going on this week, and a lot of problems this week. If you've seen my... this build, if you've seen my Valentino Rossi M1 build, that was going fine until I realised that the instructions didn't match up with what's in the box, and they're still not right. So if you were to go on the Italian and the Spanish sites and the USA sites, their instructions are different from the UK instructions, and those instructions don't even relate to what's in the pack. So I did feed that back to Model Space, and they're like, oh, okay. Didn't know that. And there's even some bits in the pack which there's no instructions for, so I had to just improvise. But it's really good. It's really good. Look, let me show you. Let's show you this, because I don't know if I showed you one thing, but this is enormous. Look, this is my head. the wheel is almost the size of my head. That is something else. But the detail on that, wow! Can't wait to get that building. So I'll just put that gently down on the floor there because I'm going to be left with things scattered all over the place. So, Heaven's Eagle, late lunch for me, Wayne. Heaven's Eagle's in the States, aren't you? So, hi, how are you? Fast and Furious, hello, Chris, how are you? Wayne Bowens, I'm great, thanks, Wayne. Aside from stabbing myself in the fun with wire clippers, that's not good. Classic parkware errors, Dave, he says. Yep, absolutely right. Well, anyway, let's get cracking on some of the other problems that I've had with that. First off, I want to talk about some of the things that I missed on the last issue. I told you all about the things in development, like the Ghostbusters and the Iron Man armor and stuff like that. I forgot one. I forgot the Terminator endoskeleton. That is basically, let's go and do this transition, from Hatchet Part Works. As far as I'm aware, this isn't going ahead. This has all been put to bed. So I hate to give you the bad news on that one. But it's not like one of the other trials where it's been put to bed and might come back. This one isn't come back. So I'm having to put up with just my little endoskeleton head here, which I got from Loot Crate. This is only plastic, so it's not like it's metal. But it does look good. And look, if I put it like, I don't know, there, you know, you could be presented by a Terminator. How would that be? That'd be pretty cool. Wayne Bowens. Wayne, with the DeLorean and the bike, you're going to have to get reinforced shelves. I think the shelves are coming down. And I'm going to have all models up there. And I'm not sure what I'm doing with the Marvel movie collection figurines. I know Life of Brian David was talking about what I've done with the Star Wars figures. They're still in a box. And funny you should mention that, actually, because they're in what we call, we don't have a loft. I'm on a 3-story house and we don't have a loft here. What we do have is we have a room which is sort of like half height. And it's got a little door. And I think the official name that my missus keeps calling it is an oubliette. I've got an oubliette, which I keep things in. The things with my oubliette, we can't pronounce that, so we just called it an oubligoo. So we've got an we've got an oubligoo. And what I've got in the oubligoo, which I really wanted to show you last time, was this, because I didn't have a chance to get it out. And that is the Black Hole sticker cards. I've got a whole set of the stickers, the cards. I've even got some of those wrappers there, and I haven't got none of the gum that come with it. And I really wanted to dig that out today, but you know, it's like when you go in to get your Christmas decorations, you open those cupboards and you think, yeah, I'm not risking that. I value my life too much. So that's why they're not there. But that's the other thing I mentioned. That's one of the things I collect there. Chris says, hi Wayne, are you collecting any of the Marvel movie figures again? I want to get I want to get all the Ragnarok figures. As you can see, I've got absolutely no room to put them though. So I'm not quite sure. I need to rethink about what I'm going to do with that. The helmets are definitely coming down. What you probably don't realise on those, I didn't mention this last time either, this shelf is absolutely broken. It needs to be glued back together. As you see, it's got a little bow in it there. It's completely broken. That needs to come down. I need to repair that, and I want to put that over, that one over there. But I haven't had a chance to do that yet because I'm going to have sort of like a tier effect of all the models going up there. That's what I'm going to do there. Andy Cliff, hi, I'm glad to get rid of that poster. Yeah, I did that 5 minutes before the stream started. So the Disney poster is now in the bin. And I've nicked my son's World of Warcraft Cataclysm poster, which is well old. So I needed something. Mrs. World of Wayne says, he sends me into the oobly-goo because I'm short. Yeah, Mrs. World of Wayne's really short. So she can go in there and find the stuff. She knew where it was, but I weren't about to go in there and I'll get trapped and stuff like that. Okay, let's talk about this little... See, I had a whole thing of things I want to talk about and do today. And then obviously I got my DeLorean, which is looking really good actually, with that little skirt on the bottom there and stuff. And then we got this little thing here about the white wall tyres. And that has been winding me up today. And I'll give you the reasons why that's been winding me up. First off, in chat, if you've got chat, I'm going to post a link for you guys. Let's put that in here now. Don't watch this now because it will take you off of YouTube and take you somewhere else. But you can go back in the chat and see that afterwards. Now, I don't know if you know that the DeLorean didn't come out in the UK first. The first market it was shown to was the Japanese market. And that is the Japanese introduction video to the DeLorean, showing you all the bonuses that you get on top, including the little plutonium box, a little alarm clock that goes on the dashboard. There's loads of little pieces that go in there. In that, they were mentioning about how you're going to be able to skirt the car for all three versions of the film. So when I went into this right at the start, I knew we were going to get a hood thing for the bonnet there, for the Back to the Future 3. I didn't know about the tyres, I have to say. So when this came through, I naturally assumed we were getting these. And I thought that's why this is being dragged out to 130 issues, not 100 issues. They do look good, but do we really want to pay $24.99 for these? I don't know. What do you think? I know a lot of people are saying it's piss take. A lot of people are saying they're not interested in making that version of the vehicle anyway. So it's just an expense that Eagle Moss don't need. But I think the biggest problem that I've got with this is that the communication from Eagle Moss was absolutely terrible. And if we knew this was coming way back in issue like 20 and 30, we wouldn't have been putting this whole thing together, because this is going to be a pain to get off now, especially as Vince Steele, he's on the Facebook group, was mentioning that some people have actually glued those DMC little caps in because they kept falling out. And if you want to change the rules now, how are you going to get? You're going to have to drill them out to get them out. It's not good, not good at all. But my suggestion was, if you're not going to have the hover conversion, why didn't they have the wheels reversible? So, you know, if you wanted this side, you can have it that side, or you just turn the tyre around and have the white wheels on the other side. It did mean that if you're going to be looking under the vehicle and have it in hover mode, you'll see the whites on the inside. But just for that, you'd never notice it. They'd save and pack it. But why didn't they do something like that? But it's a shame, because this whole DeLorean is an absolutely brilliant build, but the execution of it by Eagle Moss is absolutely terrible. And like the communication that you peeps have had for that, you're getting, see, I get mine from the news agents, but the communication you're getting 6 weeks now, and you're paid, they've taken 6 weeks money out, and I'm believing they've done that with no communication at all. And it's come to the point, you see, I did have a contact in Eagle Moss, but in the last 3 weeks now, it's been deathly silent. So I don't know what's going on. But this was the ultimate kick in the teeth for me. And it does say here that accurate 1/8 scale replica tyres built under the supervision of DeLorean expert Joe Wall. So, I mean, Joe mentioned this as well, which was really good. And, you know, knew it was coming, but I didn't realise it's going to be an extra thing you have to pay for. But I don't know. What do you think of that? Let's have a read of some of your comments. Mario hopes the tyres come to Germany. You have to, if someone does it, because I probably will get the tyres, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit them. I really don't. I don't even know how we go. I mean, is it a case of just taking that centre screw out and screwing them back in? I don't know. But I don't know what version I'm having. I think I am just going to stick with the version 1. Who knows? But then again, you know, $24.99 as well. We paid for 1, 2, 3, 4 tyres. That's $8.99, $9.99. We paid £36 for 4 tyres, and I believe we've got a 5th tyre coming for the spare later on. Who knows? Chris Campion, if you type 18650, no protection, it's tops at Amazon. I'll give you a few options for R2 batteries. These batteries, you do know that Model Space are providing the a way for you to get them through them on discount, but they haven't got a clue what that is yet. So you're getting the voucher in issue 98, I believe. So they said they're going to sort it before issue 100, so that you can get a a streamlined way. I don't know how much they are yet, but that's that. That's why a lot of you didn't get issue 92 as well, because they were trying to get some sort of communication in that issue, but it didn't happen. And I believe the ones they're sending out, it still hasn't happened. That's why they're saying it's coming to issue 98. So, but where are you guys who are doing the DeLorean up to at the moment? This was issue 95, wasn't it? Or 96? I can't even remember what we did today. So have you all had this now? I know this was on the Facebook site. Wayne Bowen's 1971 Street Record. He said it's dead and buried, not getting done. Yeah, nothing's happening with the Terminator. I've got coffee today. Look, coffee in my Gryffindor mug. Strip Morris, maybe we should bombard Eagle Moss with angry emails. It won't do any good. See, I had a contact with Twitter, and the bad thing is, I did mention it last time as well, it's all one-sided. They ask me for information about what people feel about things, and I give them all that information whenever they want it, but no thank you, no nothing. So I'm drawing a line on that now. That's they've for me having to cancel my subscription with Eagle Moss to go every week to go and pick this up, so I know I'm going to get it. Because if you guys know, if you had a problem with this, you got to wait another 4 weeks for that issue to be replaced if you're lucky and it's in stock. If you're not, it can be, oh, it's the execution. I just hate that. Now, if D'Agostino Model Space did that, wow, that would be one hell of a thing. But I know a lot of people who had done the DB5, the James Bond DB5, said, no way, never again. And I would tend to agree. But, you know, I never say never, because Eagle Moss are the people behind the Ecto 1, and that's looking amazing. But again, Ecto 1, I do believe that has stopped now. People said issue 3 and 4 are coming out on October 30th and the following week. I haven't seen sight nor hair of it. So I don't know if that's happening. 1971 Street Hall gutted. You turn your wishes to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Would that be cool? You couldn't have a little one though. It'd have to be a big one. I used to have a like dinky toy of the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That's excellent. Chris Camplin, have you guys had your R2D2s yet? Now my 89, 90, 91 and 92 is due at the end of the week. So I should get, I'm a month behind you guys, so, and I can't fix it. I've tried, but nothing's happening there. Oh, we've got Twitch going on over here. Hi, how are you? The God 14297. Hi, the God. No, I'm not reading YouTube, as you see. I'm still. I've got both chats up here, so I keep forgetting I am Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch as well, to be honest with you. Svi Wheeler. I hope they aren't as bad with the Ecto. The Ecto, the quality's good, but you know, the DeLorean started good, and then it just went downhill after that. Not the quality of the vehicle. I said I still think that's good. I just think the execution. You might see me doing this when I'm reading your messages. It's because I've got a microphone slap bang here, so I'm talking to you on the camera here, and your chat window is completely directly behind it, because I said I've got a big 47-inch TV. So I'm sort of catching the messages as they go up the stream. How's YouTube? Better than Twitch. You tend to find that the more toxic comments are on YouTube. Twitch is quite a spacious sort of like desert. Well, we are going to be doing some oil washing today. I have never done, tell a lie, I've done oil washing with proper oil washes, but I think you get a better effect by using real oil. And I've already been told by Ian Cottrell that real engine oil is a carcinogenic. So don't get it on your skin. And if you're a motor mechanic, you're in complete trouble. So I've got safety equipment here. But the oil, look, I did an oil change in my vehicle last week. It's in here. And the oil hasn't been changed in that car for a good 4 or 5 years, I reckon. Using oil is really good because, let me show you some pictures actually. Hang on a second. Yeah, using oil is, there we go. Using oil is really good because obviously you can't get a better oil effect than using real oil. But that's the Millennium Falcon behind me, which hasn't been oil washed at all. And about 5 minutes before I came on, I decided to just do a little bit of an oil wash on it. This is like 5 seconds worth of oil washing. There we go. That doesn't look too bad, does it? But I'm going to show you the techniques that I learned from before. And I probably will get around to actually doing some of these things. I haven't done them. I haven't done any of these. I'm not doing my R2D2 at the moment. I've just been going around the house today, finding any bits of white plastic I can find. And I have got an R2D2 head from an old... what was this? I think this was one of these bubble bath things that you can do. So, but we'll do that. We'll do that afterwards. Wayne does Blue Peter, Mrs. Welder Wayne. I've got everything ready now. So, but I thought today we're going to have a bit of drama as well. I'm going to tell you about a little bit of drama in the modelling world. Heaven's Eagle. Hey, Wayne. Did you magnetise your Allen wrench? No, I haven't. I need a magnet. I haven't got a magnet. I used to have a really, really, really strong one, but I haven't got one. My dad's got one. And I'm the typical son that will go around and borrow it and never give it back. So, Jason Bowers. I've just had issues 91 to 94. R2D2. It was 2 weeks late. This is that we've had to buy the batteries too. The money it costs so far. Yeah, I know. I agree. Dave said, I've got Disney R2 that I'm practicing blackwash on. Ah. Well, I mean, I have been practicing on R2, but I've been practicing on this R2. Now, this R2 comes with you wouldn't have seen this yet. You won't see this till the new year. This is the X-Wing one. This is what comes with the build the X-Wing that's in the States at the moment. And this has got little connectors on the bottom there. And when you power those up, R2 lights up. So when you put him in his little pod in the X-Wing, that lights up. But as you can see, that's got no whitewash on, oil wash on that side. But I started to do an oil wash on that side. And I don't know if you could see that. It's starting to come on there. But this is really tidy. We'll add some more of that on that. I've also got a little bit of the Millennium Falcon here as well. The plates that go at the bottom. I'm not using these, but I thought it'd be good to do. I did do the top of it. All of that's just been oil washed at the top there. So now, if you want to do oil washing yourself while I'm on the subject, my version is very extreme and I don't recommend it at all. I just like it because it gives a better effect. But it will make your models smell absolutely awful. But that's what you want. Oil brush or Starship Filth. And they also do other brands of rust as well to add like a rust effect to it. And they're freely available on Amazon. They've got a really fine tip, so where you'll see me using a paintbrush and just splattering this thing around on that, you won't have that problem with the oil brusher. I can't remember how much it is, but you can get a pack of 3 of different colours, and that will help to oil wash your R2-D2. But you see, the thing is, I was debating whether I actually even wanted to do that, because I do like the pristine look of R2. So, Mrs. World Wayne, he's going to start quoting Shakespeare. What? I doff my hat. Paint with Penny, I must admit, every time I washed things, I use modelling washes. Sometimes I make my own at a fraction of the cost. Yeah, I think you can't go wrong with an oil wash, because if people say it don't look like oil, it's like, well, it is. Massey Orabello. Hi, Wayne, you're amazing. Thank you, Massey. I've had a busy week this week. I said on Thursdays, I want to get my DeLorean video out so that I can do this stream in the evening. And I want to get on pack 4 this weekend for the Valentino Rossi bike. But if R2D2 comes, I want to get them all out the way, because I'm aware I'm really behind. And Dave, if you're still watching, I saw you had issue 93 up, and I'm like, oh my god, I've only just finished 88. Heaven's Eagle, no, do not use engine oil. You're supposed to oil paint. No, you can use engine oil. I'll show you why you can use engine oil. Heaven's Eagle, I've done it before, so I know it works perfect. Just saves money, and it does smell. That's the only problem. For a good 2 or 3 weeks afterwards, it's going to smell like a car engine. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne said, you said there's going to be drama. Oh, you want my drama? Okay. You ready for some drama? Now, I don't understand this. Millennium Falcon, just so if you didn't know, that was my first part build model. So that was the first model that I did a part build. Now, here comes the drama. Who wants some drama? Okay. Before we start the drama, we're going to have a little bit of a laugh. Okay? World of Wayne. I've watched all your videos, including the vlogs where you took the missus to the museum. Oh, I love that. We love that. That was last year, wasn't it? You're such a friendly, fun person. We want to do more of those little travel blogs. We love going places. About 12 issues behind the DeLorean. Is everything going all right with you, Dave, for the DeLorean? Because, yeah, you haven't been on it for a while. Anyway, drama. Sorry, I'm getting squirrels. I'm seeing squirrels. Okay, you ready? These are Chinese knockoff brands. You'll see where I'm going with this in a minute. Quite funny. I dug these up from the internet because I've seen these before, but some of these are absolutely hilarious. Some Bucks Coffee. Special man. I'd love to buy some of these. Look, Hong Wang, they'll put Duracell to shame. As a matter of fact, this is a really good one to talk about for the R2 batteries, because those sort of batteries you're going to get the problems with on Amazon because they're not all legit. I'll tell you that now. So that's why it's a bit of a minefield when you're shopping for the R2 batteries. Getting dodgy ones. Obviously, they're not the ones you want. They're just normal batteries. But yeah, bit of a rip-off they are. Kicker bars. Taking over from the Kit Kat bars. Nintendo Polystation. Heaven's Eagle. The oil paint is used over acrylics. It's best to coat it at future floor care first and wipe the extra after it sets for a little while. Engine oil stains plastic straight away. That's the only problem with it, and that's can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. So Timo Detlef, I've seen all of your videos too, and I built the DeLorean on issue 43. Oh, you've got the fun one to come. Issue 48 with the wires. Oh my god. Let's continue on with this. McDonald's? Knowles? I don't know. Yeah, there's one from Mike Lane. I don't think he's in here tonight. We could buy him a new pair of trainers. Some mics. Hello from South Cape Town. Ooh, hi Cape Town. I only just found out the other day that the Cape of Good Hope's near Cape Town. Just off sea there. See all the interesting facts you learn while you watch this channel. Sony PlayStation. The dog still jumps over the fence. Chris is saying about the dog jumping up the fence. It still jumps up the tree as well. Especially in this wind. It's crazy. Dulce and banana. I'm sure everyone's thinking, what the hell are you doing? The God 14297. Yeah, I will remember your name next time you stop by. Take care, man. Okay. Why on earth is Wayne showing loads of knockoff brands? I think that was the last one. Yeah, that was the last one there. So why was I showing knockoff brands? There's two reasons for it. And the first one was to explain the batteries. Because it is a minefield on Amazon. And you'd expect Amazon to be quite reputable. But you might get batteries which say they're unprotected and they're protected and vice versa, and they're not holding the charge and stuff like that. So I'm just queuing up another picture. So okay, the drama side of it. The reason I showed you these knockoff bands, now I haven't really talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it now because it's starting to affect creep into my channel again. That's this. I'll just leave that there for a little while, shall I? And see what the comments are regarding it. Does everyone know where I'm coming with this in a second? Now, the chat, I think, is on about a 20-second delay at the moment. So, we'll see what you have to think about that. Is there a Chinese knockoff, Wayne? Yeah, probably. Do you use the power mod for the DeLorean? No, I don't, because I don't think I'm going to have it powered on that much. So, yes, Dave, look, that's the official. That's the official Back to the Future group. The official one. It's the official one by Eagle Moss. If you have a problem, you can go straight to that group and they'll sort all your problems out, because that's the official one, that is. As a matter of fact, actually, Chloe and Corey's group is now overtaken that. So, way to go, guys. Well done for beating the official group. How many of you people are in the official group? And more of, how many of you people have been banned or kicked from the official group? Oh, no. Steve Graham's asking, am I still a member there? I got banned a long time ago. But I didn't do anything wrong. And I actually left before I got banned. So, yeah, Wayne Bowen's got told off for mentioning my name on there. That's something that Eagle Moss would definitely do, wouldn't it? Eagle Moss, who have been working with me to get promoted for this, would happily ban me from a group, wouldn't they? Guys, this group isn't official, just so you know. It's not official at all. So I don't know where they get that from. It's yep, officially banned. So don't trick yourself. If you hear news from that, take everything with a pinch of salt, because they have got mods on there which are mods, you know, which are members of both groups. But the reason I left this group, there's only one reason, was I started to get annoyed people venting at me because I was a moderator in this group, asking why they'd been banned, and I couldn't give them a reason. And most of the time it was because they were Spanish, they were French, they didn't like something that was said, so they instantly got banned. If you say a wrong opinion, you get banned, and it was a very bullying atmosphere. So rather than argue the point and all of that, I just quietly, which I did, I quietly left the group and moved away. After I did that, I got banned from every single group they run. Now, I'm not going to mention names or anything of people who run these groups, but what they do is, let's say we just got news of Ecto 1 coming up, the Ghostbusters. As soon as that group got, you know, as soon as that build got announced, a Facebook group was created straight away. Regardless of whether they use it or not, straight away, so people will go to that, bring people on. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it's a rumour, a Facebook group will be started straight away to get a group up. Okay, I think it's a power thing, that's all it is, because when I first got into part-whip models, I could never believe in a million years the amount of drama that could come from just building a model. I thought it was a hobby and a pastime. But what bit the bullet for me was I went to a film convention where a guy had actually converted his DeLorean into that. Well, the finish to that. And it was amazing. I've been in it and it was brilliant. And guess what? He had been banned from the group because he gave his opinions and ideas through, which the moderators didn't agree with. I can't remember the guy's name, but he does watch this channel. But I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked that they're the sort of people you want in your group to take pictures for you and stuff like that. But it was a bullying group. And I had a couple of emails about what Wayne just said about people saying that they can't even mention my group in the channel and stuff like that. I think it's disgusting, and I hate any sort of bullying on the internet. And that's the drama I've got, that I can't believe that happens on something so docile as model building. This is supposed to be a relax and a release for a lot of people. But that's my take of it. So when people ask me, have you seen the official group and stuff like that? No, I haven't seen the official group because I'm banned from it. And to be honest with you, I'm glad I am, because the other group that we've got, the one that's linked on all my videos, we've got me, Dave, Chloe, Corey, all of us. We've got a nice friendly thing. I don't even think we banned anyone yet. So that's my reports on it. So if you have been banned, don't take it personally. So that's probably why I keep getting negatives on my videos as well, just so you know. I build a model and I get a negative. It's like, what did I frustrate you the way I built it then? I don't know. Best dupe I ever joined, the R2 Builders Club. Paint with Penny, I've just joined the R2 Builders Club. Yeah, absolutely brilliant bunch of people. Oh God. I forgot your name. Sorry, it's Martin. Martin McTadgel. Michael McTadgel. Martin McTadgel. He got me involved in it. And he only lives down the road. So I was really happy that that great group. Alters Vanilla. Well, good night, Wayne. Have a good night or good day, whatever time it is there. It's around about, I don't know, 8:30. Absolutely Paint with Penny on there as well. Ah, it's night here. Same with the Model Space Build Diaries. Chris Camplin. Same with what's the same as the Model Space Build Diaries? Sorry. I don't know. I missed something there. Paint with Penny, you got a full-size R2-D2. Wow. See, I'd love to do that, but I see the amount of money that must go into that, and I'm like, I'm sure Mrs. Worldaway might have issues with that. Wait till videos come out in case someone gets flagged up regarding screws or anything else. That way I know what to expect. Ah, gotcha. No problems. But yeah, so that was my little bit of drama that I wanted to mention. So if people ask why I'm not in the official group, or what am I doing? I'm pressing buttons. That's why. What else did I have to show you? Let's have a look before I continue. I think that's everything. I think that's everything on there. I think we can go around and talk about some of this oil washing. Do you want to see some of that? I'll read a few more comments first. I'm going to move my camera over. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can do this without the whole system running. That way I can see the comments a lot better. There we go. Oh, hey. That's better. Right, cool. Lots of love how you said my name. So funny. Altus Van Eden? Eden? Altus Van Eden. That's right, isn't it? Dean Stachera? Hi, Wayne, are you tempted by the Terminator? I'd love to do the Terminator build. I'd like to continue this one. Put body on it. Well, Wayne, it annoys me that DeLorean don't let you test stuff, but their screws are always organised. But the R2-D2 screws are not. But they do the testing boards. That's a good point. But that's part of the game with the Agostini. You get to guess the screws. King Cams, are you doing the Arduino mods? I've done one. Hang on. Excuse me, what I've done one Arduino mod, and that controls the keypad lights. And I've linked that also to the flux bands. So you'll see that when I install the flux bands. Why can't one company learn from another? They don't talk to each other. That's probably, they don't talk to their customer base either, Wayne Bowens. Because Bones. Bounds. Sorry, I remember from last week. Wayne Bounds. Yeah, they don't even listen to their customer accounts. Svi says, lots of love. I've always wanted to make a full-size R2D2, but the cost scared me. Then I worked out how much half scale is costing. See, if I can build a full-size robot, I've mentioned it before, I want to build Vincent from the Black Hole. That'd be brilliant. Michael Barth, guten Abend, wie geht es dir? Chris Campbell, they chuck people off the website too. Really? My God. I don't understand. I mean, it's YouTube. It's a toxic environment. I don't understand why I get thumbs down when all I'm doing is building. Tell me. Timo, I want an Iron Man built from Eagle Moss in Germany. That would be good if it goes ahead. Paper Penny, the dome's in 6 parts, then the pies, then the blue flappy bits. Oh my God. Yes, it is, but English people say it funny. Well, I'm like an English Aussie, so it's probably even worse. Wayne Bones, we need to merge them into one company. Diegos Eagle Moss. Well, don't forget, Altea is the Spanish and French version of the Agostini. So, it's probably best to keep an eye on that Altea site, actually, because they're the ones that seem to come out of all the good stuff before we know about it. They're the ones who had the K2000 and the things we looked at last week, the Iron Man armor. That's pretty cool. If you ever want to do a robot build, I'd love to do a collab with you. Paper Penny, I'll keep that in the back of my mind because at the moment I've just got married. So funds are so tight at the moment until after Christmas. It's I need to get some money together. I need a honeymoon, yeah? Isn't that right, Mrs. Wilder Wayne? I'm hoping to go New York and Washington for my honeymoon. That'd be great. Chris Campbell, always weirdos disliking videos. Tell me about it. I just don't get it. I do not get it. You don't get this sort of blooming clientele in model railways. My dad's into model railways big time, and I take him to all the railway exhibitions and stuff like that. You don't get this toxicity. I don't know what it's about. Sometimes I think these people on the other group, Facebook group, make groups for the sake of making groups to see how many people they can get in them. Must have been a real kick in the teeth when Chloe and Corey beat them. I'm Afrikaans on South Africa. 11 languages we have. Oh my God. I've got to tell you a funny story about the South African accent. You have to apologise if this offends anyone, okay? But obviously you've got the South African accent in Lethal Weapon 2. And that's one of my friends, one of the favourite films. Well, we were doing the West Highland Way in Scotland, which is a 100-mile walk from Mulgai in Glasgow to Fort William. And we got about, I don't know, halfway to the top end of Loch Lomond. And we went to have dinner there. Let me just read Wayne's comments. Did you notice the way he'd said he's off to New York and Washington? Not sure where I'm going on my honeymoon. Yes, you can come, Wayne. I promise. Where am I going? Look, we got to Loch Lomond, and we went to a place called Inversnaid, which had a hotel. Now, this hotel caters for the older generation. So when they see walkers and stuff, we were sort of bundled into a back room. But at this time, the hotel was massively busy. But we managed to get a table for dinner. So we sat down and we ordered our dinner, and they brought some wine over to us, okay? But the wine, I looked at it, my friend says, what's the wine like? I said, it tastes nice. Where's it from? And then the accent came out. I'm sorry my accent's terrible, but I'm like, oh, it's from South Africa. He's like, it's South African wine. It's like, yes, mate, South African. And I said, what's it like then? And he took a drink. And he's like, well, it's a bit dry. I said, a bit dry. Of course, the people sitting next to us says, what's the wine like? They're only blimmin' South African. So for the rest of the dinner, we had to speak like that. Otherwise, we made ourselves look stupid. Biggest mistake we ever made. So we're like, Mr. Higgs, you couldn't even give me a parking ticket. Needless to say, we didn't finish the West Island Way. As a matter of fact, most of that was just drinking whiskey. This is World of Wayne. He'll be taking a full-size R2-D2 with him, thanks, Paper Penny. No, I won't. I'm in trouble tonight, aren't I? Yeah, I can't be dealing with this. But yeah, that was bad. Anyway, right. So let's get myself ready for this. I've got now. I said Ian Coastal said that engine oil. It sounds Australian, yeah. It says it's carcinogenic, so I'm preparing. Look, I'm putting some gloves on. So I'm not taking any safety precautions at all. I just hope things don't go wrong. We don't speak like that. Try say this in Afrikaans. Goeie dagmens. Goeie dagmensie. Goeie dagmens? I don't know. Alters, what did you think of the accents in Lethal Weapon 2 then? That must have made you right laugh. Cue Blue Peter music. Hey, this will make you laugh. Hang on a second. I need to put an apron on. I don't want to get my clothes oily. Right. Just so you know, we're doing an oil wash. We're not making crystal meth. All right? I promise we're not making crystal meth. Oh, bless. Sweet. Where's the loo roll tube and sticky back plastic? Well, I've got loo roll. I've got loo roll down here to wipe off the stuff. So Fleetwood J keeps going offline. Why do you keep going offline, or do I keep going offline? According to my stream things, I've dropped no frames, so doing good. 74 people watching at the moment. Breaking Bad's cool. Yeah, we're not making crystal meth, I promise. That's it. That's in the next episode. That's episode 4. Look, I've got glasses, but I thought we should, you know, it's a carcinogenic apparently, so got myself all dressed up for this. Okay, look, I'm not going to be able to see your chat while I do some of this, so I just want to explain some of the things that I'm doing while I do that. So I'll come back to the chat in a second. Okay, so as I said, this is the oil that I got from my car. This oil is about 5 years old. And it's really gloopy and black. Now, the good thing about oil when you do an oil wash, which is different from the oil brushes, is oil's not actually black. It's got a brown tinge to it. And got my paintbrush here. Now, let's just get some tissue here. Now, I'm just going to dip this in to show you something here. Now, oil stains. Okay, so this has got a little patterned surface. You probably wouldn't be able to see that on there. But if I was just to put a line in like that and then wipe it off, no matter what I do, as you can see, I've got a stain on there now. It stains straight away, and that's one of the advantages to having this. Okay, that even if you put a little bit on or dabs around here and stuff like that, when you wipe it off, you're going to be left with those marks on there. Okay, now short of getting washing up liquid on there, and the longer you leave it on there, that's what's going to cause your staining of your item, which is good because it takes off that white gleam for the whole thing. So if you just wanted to do the whole thing like that and then wash it off, as you can see here, it takes off that white stream. Now I'm just going to have a look at my stream to see what you can actually see on here. Yeah, you can sort of see, if I hold it that way around, how it colours. Now, one of the most important things to do when you're oil washing is to think about what direction the oil would come in. So if we've got R2-D2 here, actually, let's just use this one here. R2-D2 is always going to be upright. So you wouldn't expect the oil to be going on these sideways directions. They're all going to be facing down. So when you're actually doing an oil wash, you'd expect Small lines at the top of these little bars here, just like that. Bigger lines at the bottom. And then you rely on the wipe to actually drain this through all the other bits. Now, the wipe will also get these edges here. I wouldn't worry too much about making a line on the edges. You can't really go wrong, to be honest with you. And then the same with these. Now, on this, because it's not white, I don't think you're going to see very much. But when you're wiping it off, wipe it in the direction that the oil would normally go. So it would normally go down like that. Because it's not white, it's hard to see. But it's... Let me have a look on my camera here. It's hard to see for that, but as you can see, it's dulled the silver on this one here. I'm going to go back to my white here so you can actually see that. I've already worked on some of these bits here, so it's the same thing here. You'd go thicker at the bottom, thinner at the top. Thicker at the bottom, thinner at the top. And then when you actually come to do the wipe, just like that, you'd brush it down to give that effect. As you can see, it's dulled the white on that, turned it more of a brownish colour. Isn't it typical? I moved that microphone a minute ago and now I can't see a thing. But can you see that? So that's that. Now, my son let me have a bash with his Nerf gun here. Look. He said, Dad, you can use the Nerf gun. No problems at all. So again, if it was raining and it was getting muddy and all that, you'd expect not these underlips here to have as much as the bottom would have on the thing. So what I'd do on this would I be to have... Let me just put this on here. I'd have thicker amounts on the bottom here and just again a little thinner around on here. Now this has got a texture on it, so the texture on this one is going to mean that it's going to run off a lot more down there. As you can see that there, that's pretty cool actually. And then with the bottom again, when you're rubbing it off, you're going to be not wiping it. You want to get away from the temptation of going that way on it. You want to go down the weapon, down the droid like that. You'll get these brush lines going down, as you see, like drip lines going down there. And how much wiping will make you depend on how much the rest is looking. That's really cool. I like that. I don't know if you can see that at all, but that looks pretty cool. I'm just going to have one more go on one of these R2-D2 bits here. Now with the oil brusher, you'll find that you have to leave it on for a lot longer. With this one, you don't. So again, I'm just going to do a few of these little... And I'll tell you now, if you had smell-o-vision on your computers and stuff now, you'd smell that this does smell like a car garage, big time. I'm going to dry that now. And then again, wipe it off. And you can see the difference there between a weathered look to there to non-weathered. So, pretty cool. What do you think about that? And now I'm sweating, big time. Jack. Oh, hello, Jack. My son's come online. Jack, today we're making crystal meth. But yeah, that's how you weather. And as you can see from that picture earlier, I started doing the Millennium Falcon. It's one of those things that when you start, you can't finish. But again, the big difference about using real oil is it gets everywhere and it's hard to get off. So bear that in mind. It's not going to be quick and easy to get off like the other one is. But I'm just looking at that gun. I can't believe how good that looks. You know, I weren't going to do R2-D2, but now looking at that, I was like, wow, that was good. But yeah, for oil washing, just go in the direction that the thing would normally be sitting, and then you could imagine how the oil would run and gather up. You're not going to have oils going sideways. So, there we go. I've got to take these off because my hands are sweating now as well. Right, I'm going to... I've been talking to you then and not transitioning my camera. Why didn't anyone tell me? Yeah, my son Jack, he was in hospital at the start of the year with a collapsed lung, and the idiot decided to yes, the channel is going into the gutter sphere. Thicker at the bottom, thinner at the top. Down the weapon. Here comes the gutter. Yeah, no, yeah, Jack had a collapsed lung at the start of the year, and he thought he could play football with it, which he did. Until the next day when we took him into hospital, so better than he was. You're a champion. So, but all you people that are oil washing your vehicles, are you waiting till the thing's completed? Or I know some people, when the Falcon was on, were doing panels at a time. I'm waiting until it's actually completed because I don't want to get the joins where they've got unnatural joins, if that makes sense. So, no, the gun comes from my youngest son. He's only 10. Jack's in uni at the moment. He's in Leicester Uni. Bless him. He was there when all that stuff was kicking off with the helicopter and stuff at Leicester Stadium. As a matter of fact, he was meant to be going there to a football match on Tuesday, but he didn't because he got called off. Hiromi Khan, hello. How are you? We've got 61 people watching at the moment. I love this Lost Polos. This Lost Polos thing, just so you know, that came from Loot Crate as well. Yeah, Robbie Bobby's doing his all weathering with the oil brusher, that Starship Filth. I've seen some of his doing it. You're waiting for me? Bless. I think it needs to be weathered, definitely. It definitely needs to be weathered. I wonder if you can see that better on the other camera there. Don't know. The white is so off on this, it's hard for you to see. But yeah, trust me, it looks good. Yeah, because the white's too rich, and I think it needs to tone down anyway for the video if it's going to be sitting in the background there. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. You go to De Montfort University in Leicester, not Leicester. I didn't realise that was such a bad word. How are you watching me, on a laptop or something? I'll tell you what, I don't know what was on those gloves, but my hands are covered in powder now. Perhaps I have been making some sort of crystal meth. Oh, that was all about. Crazy stuff. But, yeah, I can't believe it's hard for you to see. That was just showing you how the textures pick up with oil, but, I need to think now. I might take some pictures and put them on my World of Wayne Facebook page. How's it kicking? Erin Plays, tell you about the Iron Man build. It's only available as a trial in France at the moment, and it's by Ateo, which is D'Agostini in France, and there's not much to tell you, as a matter of fact. What I'll do, bear with me. Not that one. That one. I'll put a link for you to the French Facebook group. It's in chat here. There we go. And that'll tell you all about the Iron Man build, but you're going to have to transfer, you're going to have to translate a lot of it there. So, Chris, I would change the white balance, but then it washes me out and makes the background really dark. You've probably seen a lot of my videos where I'm really bright sometimes, and sometimes I'm really far too dark. And I hate having to use the color correction that I use on Adobe Premiere when I do the videos, because try to get it straight. It's right, because like if you look at this here, let me turn this camera around here. See, all my cameras are now mounted to the wall here. They're not on those tripods anymore. So when the table rocks like this, the cameras don't move. But for that reason, I've had to set up the controls, color balance, and everything for these cameras so that they are never have to be touched, because if they're touched, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Hey, look, have you seen my lightsaber, by the way? Well, I'm going to look. Ready? Wow. Whoops, I'm breaking things. Yeah, that's my lightsaber. But yeah, having them fixed there means that all of my videos will become more uniform. But I'll tell you something I noticed, all of you YouTubers actually, and this goes for you, Dave, if you're still watching, Chris as you, is that when you start doing YouTube videos, or OCD, if you look at the very first video you ever did and then look at the videos you're doing now, it's great how you sort of naturally progress yourself to know what you want to do next and what sort of angles you want to do and stuff like that. I never even realised that until I go back and see like the DeLorean video 1 and 2, and I'm like, oh my God, things changed. Turn it, Mrs. World of Wayne, turn it on and off again, always works. It does. Those batteries have been in it for God knows how long. Alan, how much did that cost, mate? Okay, that's a Force FX Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. That's a first generation one. That was bought, oh God, well over 10 years ago. So that was £100 when I first got it. I don't know how much they are now. I think they've probably gone down in price now. Svee Wheeler, Wayne, would you ever get into building lightsabers with crystal chambers? God, yes, I would. But, I mean, don't fall for those things you see on Facebook with the crystals and the modular. That's bullshit. I just said bullshit. Oops, I said it again. Yeah, that don't exist. Well, not for that price anyway. No, you do, Chris, you do. And no one's taught you that. It's just what your brain's seeing and how you naturally decide you want to do the videos. I see it on everyone's channel, even the really good YouTubers. They all start somewhere. If you look at their first videos, they're really like grainy and the camera angles are off and stuff like that. But no one's taught them, you know, you need to do this and all of that. It's just what you naturally see. It's interesting. And I guarantee this is probably going to change as well. I do like the lighting that I've got behind. I mean, the other day I was thinking, do I want to put that back on the wall? The Millennium Falcon. But then I realised I think I threw the clamp away that it was attached to. So I don't know. But yeah, Chris, I'm loving your U-Gear stuff. I mean, you whet my appetite with that box, and I like the car you're building at the moment. But you've got a lot of things on the go at the moment. You must be loaded. Jack Green, turning it off and on again usually works unless it's my computer. Yeah, your computer's knackered. That lightsaber Jack used to take out on bonfire night and use it as a beacon for people to follow. And if we get lost, he'd just wave the lightsaber in the air. As a matter of fact, last Halloween, or was it Halloween before, I dressed up in my I've got a full Jedi costume. I know, very kinky. Oh, Svi, that'd be amazing. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I have to say, building a lightsaber. Have you seen his Lego car? No, I haven't. The Bugatti Chiron Lego. Oh my God. Now my nephew is just building the Millennium Falcon Lego, the £600 thing. I'd love to have seen a sped up time lapse of that. That would be excellent. Jack, we will get your computer working, I promise. This weekend, we'll take the whole thing apart and figure out what's going on. If anyone's computer minded, his computer's got a mind of its own. It will just turn itself off. And it won't come on again no matter what you do. And if you keep it unplugged for about 2 days and just plug it back in, it works absolutely perfect again. I think there's a short circuit in it. Or it might be a capacitor blown. I don't know. We'll have a look. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, he's always evolving and changing the man cave. I just raise my eyebrows and let him get on with it. You should see... No, I'm not going to go down your lady cave again. I said that last week and got myself in trouble. Yeah, I mean, I get notified, Chris Campling, when you upload videos, so it's all good. That's why I end up watching him. Ginny Artemis, mate, you might want to move this to Makers and Crafting. I didn't even know there was a group called Makers and Crafting, Ginny Artemis, because I don't normally do what you just saw me there. That was a comment on Twitter. I'm normally just chatting like I am now. That's why I put it in just chatting. But now I know there's a Makers and Crafting thing. If I do end up doing builds on Twitter, that's something I will definitely move to. Thank you for that. Because said Twitter's just something that I've had a Twitter account for ages, and there's no need to stay on one platform. I'm not getting paid for anything, so I hope you enjoyed watching me, Jenny. Anyway. It's nothing, Andy Clift, it's nothing to do with cooling. I've had the temperature gauges on everything. Absolutely everything. No, all the cooling fans, it doesn't get above 38 degrees C. So, yeah, I need to get a new one for Jack. He can have my old one, but because I built my old one down here as well. Again, with the PC I'm using at the moment, I think I mentioned this in episode 1, that I've got an X99 motherboard in there. And the reason I needed that, I could do with an X299 actually, is because I've got 4 webcams on the go when I'm filming. I need the amount of rows, the bus speed to be ample for all of these cameras. Otherwise, what you'll find is when I've got all the cameras on, I duck like this or through different cameras, and you don't want that. And when I built the DeLorean today, I had my phone on the tripod. If you notice, it was sitting around about here. Because we're getting to the point now where I can't lift the DeLorean up to these cameras, so I need a camera to come down here. But yeah, that's that. JM79, hi Wayne, hope you're well. Just logged on and probably missed this already, but what are your DeLoreans build on? I think it's awful, JM79. Look, I've got the little sheet here. I can't see why every other build that's around at the moment is 100 issues. This one's 130. And as it was mentioned, that all we did today was a valance on the left side there. Next week, we're going to do the valance on the other side. That's 4 bits of plastic for almost 20 quid. 4 bits of plastic, 2 bits of plastic, and 2 tiny little bits of plastic. When I think this has been dragged out far too long for 30 issues to not be able to, and especially when you saw what we got for a flux capacitor and Xmas tree. I don't think there's any excuse for it. Jack needs to remember to feed the hamster. What hamster? Aaron Fletcher, hi Wayne, been watching your channel for ages. Love the content and the way you film your builds. The best on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Aaron. That's really appreciated. I do watch my own videos. How vain's that? Mainly because I've done something wrong and I need to see if I got a part. Because like, I think it was Chris Camplin there helped me that I thought that this part from R2-D2, I thought I was missing one because I've only got one. But he said that the next part comes in issue 90 or something, 89. So, JM79 says the hood box another £25. I was under the impression the hood box comes with the build. We got told we're going to have a DeLorean that we can turn into any 3 of the Back to the Future versions. That's why we built the Mr. Fusion, and we already got the Flux Band. I believe we've got a lightning rod coming, or have we got to pay extra for that now? And I believe we were getting the hood as well. But as I said, I'll put this link in again. This is the link when you get a chance to go on YouTube to that one. That's the Japanese builder's site for the DeLorean before it even come out in the UK. And they show you all the add-ons that you can get for it. Funny enough, they didn't show the wheels and hood box on that though. So, there you go. Mrs. Wonderway, the hamster that rubs the computer? Mrs. Wonderway, if you've been watching those funny films again, you know we talked about that. You need to stick to your Christian Grey books and not those funny films. Brown Bunny, hi, I'm doing a mod on the DeLorean keypad. I done that, Brown Bunny, and I can't remember what issue number that was, but I must have gone through about 5 of them, because trying to get a drill to line up those holes exactly for so small was impossible. In the end, I needed a pin vise. If you know what a pin vise is, a pin vise is a hand drill that holds the really tiny ones, and you get a lot more detail with it than using something electric. But I'm sure you know what a pin vise is. Kevin P. G. almost dragged out the Star Trek collection from 72 to 160. Kevin, I used to collect, or my daughter used to collect the Doctor Who collection by the same company. And they did the same thing again. Just dragged it out, so we quit that. Matter of fact, I've got, God, must be up to 90 of them upstairs, which are doing nothing now. Red City 1965. Hi Wayne, only up to issue 12 for R2-D2. Love the vids, keep them coming. By the way, as a scale model, I find Georgian water mixable oil paints very good for washes. I'll have to bear that one in mind as well. I keep these in chat anyway. At the moment, the best things I've used, if I'm doing anything large scale, like these bits on the Vulcan and probably the R2, I'd use real oil. For any detail work, I'll use those oil brushes that you saw, the Starship Filth and stuff like that. But I've got to take this off because I'm getting hot in me pinny. Let's chuck that over there. In me pinny. Georgia water though, that's quite interesting. Let me do a search on that. That sounds very elegant. That sounds like something I want to drink. Ah, Georgian waterfall mixable oil, $7.79. In different colours as well. Wow. £19 in Hobbycraft for a full collection of colours. They look cool. Let's bring that up. Look at them. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. Thanks for that. I've bookmarked that, so that's cool. Chris Campney thought I might wear that all video. Yeah, you know, that's the first time I've worn it. You know what? I collected, again, if you look on my channel, you'll see some of my Loot Crate unboxings. I must have got Loot Crate for well over a year. Hi, Vince! Nub Glummy Senior. Welcome to 8 AM Tassie time. Vince, we were talking about you earlier on. I was slating the other official Back to the Future group. The official one. Jack Green, you'll be very proud of me. Won a 5 on a scratch card today. pays for my pot noodles for a week. You're making me feel guilty. You can't just eat pot noodles. That's why you're coming home this weekend, to eat properly. This is World Away and Chris Camplin. He might as well because he doesn't wear it in the kitchen. I don't go in the kitchen. What are you talking about? Fat Boy, hey Wayne, do you have any infos if the R2 will be available in Germany? Is the R2 nicht in Deutsch? I don't know. I don't know. They do. This will make you laugh. What's his name? What is the name? Model Space. This will make you laugh. Now you've got the Model Space forum, which tells you when things are getting released in what places and stuff like that. And on that site, it says it all depends on what market they're releasing in. Now, at the moment, I'm doing a lot of work for Model Space for the Valentino Rossi bike. And in the past, I did a lot of work for them for the Thunderbird 2. But one of the main moderators there, and I believe he might work for Model Space, Tomic, if anyone's on the Model Space forum. Yeah, he banned me from the forum. You know, posting my links to my video, even though I was asked by Model Space to do that. So that's why I tend to stay off forums now. They're just too toxic. When all I want to do is build a model and have fun. Jack Green, yes, and see your dog. See the Phoebes. Let's hang on. Let's see if I can get this up. 1 second. I'll come back to chat in a second. I'm just trying to find something. God, it's going to be weird having a Christmas this year without a Star Wars film to watch, isn't it? Oh my God. Probably for the best though, because they were going nowhere fast. Guys, I only need 20 more subscribers on my YouTube channel to get to 10,000. Oh my God, pretty sure those eye drops are an oil wash. Vince, I got told before I started the stream that oil washes are carcinogenic, so that's why I was wearing gloves and glasses and stuff like that. But it looks really good, and the problem is I can't portray it very well because the white balance on my camera, I just can't get the white balance right so that people can see it. So hopefully the techniques were shown. But there you go. Why can't I find this? Come on. Everything's running slow at the moment. I can't believe my YouTube channel's got over 400 videos on it. That's crazy. I'm looking down some of my old content that I've created in the past, and there is a lot of videos about frustration with the DeLorean and Eagle Moss. That can't be a good thing, can it? I'll get to see it all later when you bugger off and I can watch from the start. Oh yeah, because you can't watch the VOD until I've finished. You know what? I can't find what I'm looking for. Perhaps this one here. Let me just have a quick check of this one. Right, okay. Hi all, well, this is one of my old videos. Head's about the size of an iPhone 7. This is my dog. iPhone 6. God. Anyway, so she likes jumping up at trees. So to try and get the pigeons, she's the only arboreal dog you're probably ever gonna. Yeah, Phoebe's completely crazy. But at the moment, she's very crazy because of the fireworks driving her absolutely nuts. Wish I had 10,000 subs. Wish I had 1,000 subs. Most way, call her up. She'd love to be on camera. Want to see my dog? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, look. People want to see you, Phoebes. Look. People want to see you. Look in the camera. Oh, who's that? Who's come to see you? Hey, you want to be on TV, don't you? Will's friendly. I'm from Northamptonshire. Say goodbye. There you go. That's Phoebe. She's a tiny dog, really tiny, but she's 11 years old, so she ain't getting any bigger than that. She's a Jack Russell cross of a Chihuahua. So, a Jackchi. Ah, hi from Russia. You whistled and my husky jumped off the sofa. She needs her own channel. Phoebes, you need your own channel, you nut nut. You nut nut, look. Look. Come and smile for people. Smile. Come on, smile. Oh, bless. She will sit here all day. When I'm filming, I have to lock her out the room because she'll do exactly what you're seeing her do now. And she bugs me big time. You had the same colour hair on that video. How many subs do you need to get one of those play buttons? You need 100,000 subs, Feed, to get a silver play button. Now, as you can see behind me there, I've got a bronze play button, which is made out of clay, which Mrs. Welderway made for me when I reached 1,000 subscribers. And I've asked her to make me a glass one when I reached 10,000. So, 1971 Street Hawk. If you saw the picture earlier on, I've started now. Look, I've done that bit there. So, yeah, it's what do they call that? A labour of love or something? I don't know. It will get done, but the problem is, as I said, you should just smell this. It smells like it smells like I've been doing engine work. Joking, I wouldn't feel too guilty today, Dad. I bought coconut scented toilet paper today. Oh, it's all right for you students, isn't it? Wiping your ass on coconut scented toilet paper. Will's friendly. You're saying, hi, baby. Are you talking to me or the dog? That's on Twitter. How'd you have dinner? Missed that. Had to have dinner. Missed that. Oh, yeah, no, that's no problem. That was at the start. But yeah, I've started it there. It does look really good, actually. But I think I need to do a lot more. I haven't got time to do that at the moment, though. I said I've got so many builds on the go. But there you go. Now, what's the time? Someone give me a time check. It's we've been streaming for 1 hour, 8 minutes at the moment. We've still got 69 people in here. And I've still got a dog who will not leave me alone. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I can't do a build, because I've got a dog down here. It was cheaper than the sandpaper they're selling in Lidl. Jack. If you were brought up in the era that me and Mrs. Welderway were brought up in, you will know that we had tissue paper or tracing paper. Oh, hi Cheryl. I like your use of unicorns. Perhaps I should have a unicorn bouncing around on these videos somewhere or something. I was thinking about having something like, you know, hovering around here, just minding its own business. See, tonight I've put all of the, let's turn these, I put all of the night lights on, and I even had, let's tilt this up, hang on a second, I even had the Yoda one there on. As a matter of fact, the Yoda one is controlled with a remote control. I don't know if it's on at the moment. Let's have a look. There you go. See, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I'm just going to turn this light off. You can see what it looks like. 1 second. Ugh. See? Look. How cool is that? That's quite moody, really, isn't it? Some mood light in there. I kind of like that. Ooh. Bit of mood lighting going on. We should get some candles lit. We could have like ghost hour. We could have bedtime stories with World of Wayne. Now, there we go. Look, I'm just full of ideas tonight. I'm going to turn this light back on. And God said, let there be light. And there was, and it was good. I did ask Mrs. World of Wayne to come up last week, but she's downstairs watching me. Why is your YouTube possessed, Vince? Did you hear Arsenal got drawn against Tottenham in the next round of Oh my God. Jack, have you had a rescheduled date yet for the Leicester game? Look, Phoebe, you got a fan. Look, Cheryl says hi. Go and do some dabbing. Go do some dabbing. Oh, come on, little baby. Let's go sleepies. Let's go sleepies. Where are you going? You want to sleep? You want to sleepies? Look, people are looking at you. Look. They're looking at you. They're looking at you, you nut. Jack Cheese and Notorious, if anyone's worried about this, look, this is her belly button, which is herniated a little bit, but it doesn't bother her. It's been checked out. No problem, she's had it for years. But yeah, that's little Jack Cheese. Come on, you can go down now. Oh, it's like a cat, she is. Right, what's going on with these builds then? So, we should be having some R2-D2s out at the end of the week. I'm hoping to get all 4 of those done in a couple of days, so you don't have to worry about too much about me being behind. I mean, I am conscious that a lot of the people in the UK probably aren't watching those now. A lot of my viewers are coming from America, which is interesting. As a matter of fact, I was looking at my analytics the other day, and I get quite a few viewers from Mexico. I don't get any male viewers from Poland, only female viewers. Read into that what you will. And this is the greatest one. Out of the last 28 days, in the last 68,000 views... Sorry, let's do this again. In the last 28 days, 68,000 of my views were viewed by people who aren't subscribed to my channel. And there's me looking for 20 more subscribers to get to 10,000. I never used to focus at all on the subscribers, but now I'm near a milestone. I thought, yeah, let's do it. You're 95 now, Alan. Bless God. I need to get up there. Mark Tadgel, that's who I meant. Penny, if you're still on here. Your mum had a Jack Russell. I don't know how old they live for. I mean, she's 11, so I'm hoping she's got more time. This dog's been with me through thick and thin, haven't you, little lady? Selling my DeLorean, 95 issues built, but anyone interested? Wesley Burton, why are you selling it? From 95 issues, you only got like 15 left to go. If you want my advice, finish it or even buy the rest of the issues and then sell it, because you'll sell it better as a complete issue rather than a almost done model. Hello, Callum Maguire. Oh, need 18 now, Sharon Sub. Oh, brilliant. 18 more people. How long have I been modelling? Right, well, I've been modelling since this came out, 2014, I think. Before Partworks, since I was a kid. I said my first one was the Boeing 747 with the... was it the Enterprise? I think it was the Enterprise on top of it. I love that one. That was great. But Jack's stepdad... He does modelling, and he attends quite a lot of modelling shows, building Spitfires, tanks, that sort of thing. I think he's going to be in one soon in Telford. Modelling show in Telford. So, would you be happy to draw if you hadn't modded it with regards to price? I modded the hell out of mine to get it to the spec. The mods are good, but as I mentioned at the start, these are going to sit on a shelf behind me. So with all the mods that they've got in there and all the lights and all the things it does with the tyres and all that, I'm never going to use it. It's going to sit up there looking good. That's it. I'm never going to be playing with it. A lot of people are getting these cases, glass cases, to make dioramas for and all that. So what's the point of having all the light up things when you're never going to use them? I like the fact that it can have the light up thing. So if I wanted to demonstrate it to someone, I can show them how it lights up. But yeah, I like looking at things rather than playing with them. I think it comes with being brought up in the Kenner Star Wars era, where I never used to take the things off the cards. You know, I had almost the full set of the original Kenner figures from 1977, including the Power of the Force figures, if anyone knows their Star Wars stuff, like Yak Face and the stuff like that. Yeah, that all went for next to no money. Oh, it's the Telford model shows this weekend. Ah, there you go. The DB5, I saw the finished version of that Street Hawk, and it looked really, really good. I just heard about the problems with it. And Stephen Graham, that V1T1 Samba camper van, I've only just saw it today. It's not me that I need to talk to Mrs. Welderwayne. Personally, I'd like to have a real one and go travelling around the country in it. But if the model's the only one I get, then there you go. Perhaps I can nudge Model Space to see what they can do about that. But I've always wanted to build a ship. I wanted to build a ship with lots of rigging. One of the old-time ships. That'd be brilliant. Jack Green, down in my room I have the complete collection of our 2006, 2007 Premier League sticker collection. Not a single sticker is missing. Jack, up in the oobly-goo, upstairs, I've got the full collection of the Short Circuit film sticker album. Well, I've still got that, I don't know. Erin Plays, will you be showing us how to upgrade the blue strip light for the outside of the car, Wayne? Yeah, I will be. We've just put the valance in at the moment, and what's going to happen is you've got EL light's going to be traced up here, so that's one set, and then we've got a smaller EL light coming from the back there. Those EL lights are going to be joined together, so they're operated through one switch, but they are going to be mirroring what Eagle Moss are doing with the two optic fibres. And what you'll find is the EL light is going to glow almost 4 times as bright as what the Eagle Moss does. That's why you've got lights at the top here, and you will be having lights at the back, so the optic fibre can light up both ways, because it wouldn't get bright enough at the time. But you don't have that problem with EL wire because it lights up straight away. The only thing with EL wire though is it makes a buzzing noise. I can't get rid of that buzzing noise. Don't know why that is. The Street Hawk. Well, what did you say there? I've got my DB5 off eBay a few years ago, all unopened, had no issues, and went together like a dream. Oh, wow. Oh my God, did I just get a first tip? Snapchat tip? How do you pronounce your name? What's 299 rubles? I haven't got a clue. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for that, sir. I'm just shocked by that because that is the first. It's about £3.50, Chris. That's the first tip I've ever had. So you just made my day ever, and I don't expect any of that. So I'm speechless. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you, sir. I was going to let my dog out. Hang on a second. All right, get down. Wow. I didn't even know that was activated on YouTube. See? New things for me. This is the first time that I've ever streamed 3 weeks ago. See, what is this? This is my third one, isn't it? Episode 3. So, wow. You're learning. I'm learning all the time. Terry Jordan, how comes Eagle Moss doesn't ship to Canada? It's all depending on what territory they're in at the time and what territory they're based in at the time. Now, obviously, they're having to base themselves in Australia. And actually, Nub Glummy Senior, who's just commented there, might be able to talk more about that because when Bassett, their distributor in Australia, went belly up, Eagle Moss having to take over from them. So I do wonder if Eagle Moss are moving into a territory that they might not have actually moved into in the past. But it would be in Eagle Moss's interest to go to more territories, even if that's just showing you my analytics on YouTube, who watches me, because we've got, I think the UK is my top, then the USA, then Mexico, then France, Spain, a lot of the German countries, and then we're going all the way over to South America again. And I know for a fact that Eagle Moss aren't in some of these countries, so I don't know where they're getting them from, but there is a channel called Gerd, I've mentioned him before, who's building the DeLorean in Mexico at the moment. He's got a great site. He's doing a really good video. Because I do watch other people's videos. You learn from other people's videos, and especially people that are building their R2-D2s, because I'm so far behind. It helps me catch up so I know what I'm doing. So, oh, thank you, Fat Bowl. Lovely. Last time I collected bubblegum cards, they were doing Planet of the Apes based on the old TV series. That was a while back, sometime in the 70s. Ended up all but 3 things. Well, I said I did the black hole bubblegum cards, which I showed you a picture of earlier on. Let's put that up again, because I think you missed that, Vince. No, I wanted to get these out today so you could see that. But I had the same sort of cards for the TV series V. Do you remember that? Not the new one with what's her name, Marina Baccarin, not that one, the old one with Mark Singer. I used to love V. So, God, some of the vehicles from V, even the uniforms would be brilliant as well. But the Gremlins cards, whoa, that would have been amazing, because Gremlins was one of my favourite films back in the day, following on from E.T. sort of time. That was E.T. was about 82. I think Gremlins must have been about 84, was it? I don't know. Chris Murphy, Wayne, what's been your best and worst part of the DeLorean build so far? The best part is the build. The worst part is actually having a problem. If you've got a problem, all hell breaks loose. But let me think. The worst part, I think, was when we got to issue 58 and I got to see that flux capacitor. And that just gutted me. I called it the flux they massacred. Because the quality of the build up to that time, I know things weren't fitting together and stuff like that, but the quality of the build at the time was excellent. And then it just seems like they lost their way after that. See, you think about it, we've got 35, 34 issues to go now. And all I can see doing is the flux bands and wires around the side and the bits for the back. I don't know how they're going to drag that out, I have to say. But we'll see. Nubglum in Eagle must have finally started shipping to Australia again for the subpart works, but they ballsed it up. We've only got 2 issues last month instead of 6. Now we're getting the next 6 issues, so 4 missing. So does that mean that the 4 that you're missing you've already paid for, I guess, yeah? Is that right, Vince? Oh, and the wheels. The wheels is a major disappointment. We should have got them. We should have got them for free. If anything, we should have got them as an apology for all the shit that we've had to put up with. So, because I guarantee, I said I didn't build the DB5, but this has had more problems than the DB5, surely. I don't know. You got charged for the missing ones. And I am right in saying to all your English builders of the DeLorean, you didn't get told that you were going to get a payment for 6 coming out, did you? You didn't get told that at all. That just, you went to your bank and that just wasn't there. Is that right? Because that's disgusting. Because what happens, I'll tell you what happens, if people haven't got their money in the account and a direct debit gets declined and they have to take it later, they will have to wait an extra month if they can get it in stock. So, Gary the DMC DeLorean fan, you got an email. I've been swearing a lot tonight, haven't I? This is why Wayne's going to have to wash my mouth out with soap. Yeah, I'm glad I stopped my subscription. I can't believe they've gone to 6 payments. What was the reason that they said they've gone to 6 payments? Did they give a reason for it? Is it so that it matches up to the 130 issues? Because I think you got that email from issue 94, is that right? So then it goes in batches of 6, you'll have it done in like 5 months. I know it finishes at the end of May, so no reason. JM79, yes, that's right, £58 I think. So how are you supposed to get the caps off the wheels without damaging some of a really tight fit? I know. I managed to get mine out when I had wheel wobble, and I fixed that with some blue tack. I put some blue tack on it and just kept doing that when it came out. Cheaper on postage. Vince, Nub Glummy Senior, they can't even post out properly, let alone the missing issues. Every place, Mum found out when she checked the bank, almost had a stroke. Yeah, I bet. That's, yeah, disgusting. For the 3 parts. Steve Graham, save on shipping costs. They can't get their shipping right. Most of the problems that I've had with the Eagle Must Build is because of shipping. And if I've had a problem, I've had to wait another month because of shipping, because they only ship once a month, which is crap, because I've had a couple of issues sent by DHL or who's the other one? Yodel. And I got it 2 days' time. Depends how much of a stinky kick up, I think. So, but all the people that I was in touch with of Eagle Moss back then, they were really helpful. They're not with the company anymore. So, yep, JM79 deliveries every 6 weeks for the subscribers now. But the news agents just plods along, and we still get them every week. And I think someone mentioned that they were worried about going to WH Smith's to get this subscribe because, you know, they're doing bad in the high street. I don't know if you keep on top of business news, but WH Smith's has just acquired a major chain in America for all the news agents in the airports out there. So they've just gone from real strength to strength. So, yeah, WH Smith's ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Keep the bean counters happy, even though they can't get the shipping right anyway. Oh, bless. Can you believe at Christmas all your R2-D2s are going to be finished? And you'll probably be waiting for your X-Wings to come. Although that's gone strangely quiet as well. I had quite a bit of communication about the drive for the X-Wing, and that's gone quiet. I'll tell you another thing. This is Eagle Moss as well. They asked me to do a promotion for a competition they're running. Some of you have may have seen it on social media. Some of you may have seen it elsewhere. I don't know, on email. It was a competition to win a holiday to Las Vegas, to go to the Peterson Museum, to hang out with Joe Walser. then to go to Universal Studios, then fly back, something like that. Has anyone seen that competition? I've seen it twice on my Facebook feed. They wanted me to help them with that, and then they just said nothing. So they gave me the information and said nothing. So I'm not helping them. What sort of company does that? I don't get it. Mrs. Wellaway, will you cry when the R2 build ends? Yes, I will cry. A lot of things have happened since I built R2-D2. I got married. Do you remember that, Mrs. Wellaway? I got married. JM79, I don't blame you. JM79 saying I won't be doing another Eagle Moss build. I don't blame you one little bit. Even the Ecto 1, if that ever does come out, I don't know. Depends what other things I'm building at the time. Erin plays, shame it's already painted. What? Sorry, I missed something. What's already painted? Stuart Rice, yes, I've seen it on the website too. Yeah. You're talking about the competition, Stuart, yeah? Yeah, they wanted help with that, and they said, will I be willing to do a video for them? I said, yep, just let me know what you want me to say, and I'll put it on my channel for you. Nothing. That's not the way to do business. They really need a new marketing manager there. I used to be in marketing, so I know, yeah, it's bad. Very bad. Perhaps I could help Eagle Moss out. Perhaps I'll quit this and work for Eagle Moss, teaching them how to do things. Ah, the X-Wing. Yeah. Stuart Morris, will be interested to see who wins it. That's if anyone wins it. I don't know. Joe's going to be taking them around. When I first got the email about it, I did get in contact with Joe to say, Thomas X7, do you like what you see? It's on Twitter. I can't see anything. Yeah, Joe, I did get in touch with Joe and said, is this legit? Because, you know, it's an amazing price. But, yeah, he said it is, so. Hiromi Khan, what is the gold plate in the back? That there, the one there, that's my 1,000 subscribers for YouTube. And the one above it's the futuristic number plate for the DeLorean. That was done by Mike Lane. He wrote a nice message on the back of that for me, actually. So I treasure that one. Good bloke, Mike Lane is. In Russia, DeLorean will be sold in 2019 and the final price will be $800. How about you? Oh my God, we're paying a lot more than $800. A lot more. Sorry, $800 plus $24.99. Is that £24.99 if you want white wall tyres? If you look on your likes, you have one thumbs down. Why do people do that? Because we're in a time where it's fashionable to be offended. If you're offended, then you're the centre of attention, and I guess that's why you do thumbs down. Let me tell you something about thumbs down on YouTube. Yeah, I love thumbs downs. Why do I love thumbs downs? All these people that thumb down me when I'm building a model, which is crazy in the first place, don't realise that my algorithm goes by what they call engagement. So whether I get a like or a dislike, it all means one engagement of each one. So if 100 people dislike my video, it's good for me. If 100 people like my video, it's good for me. So hopefully the haters realise that. And if the haters even comment on my video and say, I think you're terrible, then that's good for me because that's engagement. So anything that makes someone press a button on my video to say like, subscribe or to comment is good for me. So hopefully if you're watching this, people that are putting thumbs down, then please continue doing it because it's all good. Stuart Master, lucky to meet Michael J. Fox a few years ago. Lovely man, he's very polite. Michael J. Fox was at the London Film and Comic Con a couple of years ago with Christopher Lloyd and Lee Thompson. I met Lee Thompson at the time. But he is... it's a shame. Parkinson's was really taken over Michael J. Fox. I'm quite close to Parkinson's because my father's got Parkinson's. And I did get... I got him a book one year, Lucky Star. Regard, you know, the biography of when he first realised he had Parkinson's and how he deals with it and stuff like that. It's a horrible thing to have, and it's a shame. But I said it's close to home because I said my father has Parkinson's. There you go. That was deep. That just killed the mood, didn't it? Right. Let's see what's going on here. Where's my feed gone? There we go. Bang. Right, we're at 1 hour 31 minutes again. This is where I knock off people, so I hope you like that. I'm going to be back next Thursday, and hopefully between now and next Thursday, I'm going to be having... Yeah, I watched Designated Survivor. I just saw that, Jack. Yeah, I'm going to be back next Thursday. Before that, I will have another bike video up. I'm hoping all the R2-D2s will be here, so they will be all finished as well. And then we'll have the right-hand side. I know you can't be waiting for the right-hand side of the DeLorean to build. That'll be next Thursday, okay? But look, thank you all for watching. I really do hope you like this stream tonight. And take care of yourselves. See you later.